The teacher says your name and points at the page. Top of the paragraph. Out loud. You stand. The first word is 4 letters long, and it will not hold still. Someone in the back laughs before you even try. Then the laugh becomes the whole room. The teacher sighs and waves you down. We've practiced this, she says, soft, like she's tired of being patient. By recess, your new name is already finished. The stupid kid. The one who can't read door. You don't tell them they're wrong. You learn that explaining only gives them more to laugh at. Here is what the laughing room does not know. None of them have ever seen your mornings. You wake before the light, in the blue dark, to a small sound from the next room. Your mother is awake too. She has been awake a long time. She cannot turn herself over anymore. 2 years ago, a clot in her brain took the right side of her body and most of her words. Now her right hand stays curled shut like a leaf that dried that way. You are the one who opens it, finger by finger, every morning. You are 9 years old. There is no one else in the apartment but the two of you. First the pills. 4 bottles on the windowsill, each with a long word you cannot say. But you can read the numbers. The number is the only thing that matters. 1 in the morning, half at noon, 2 at night. You crush the bitter one between 2 spoons and hide it in applesauce so she'll swallow it. She watches you do it. Half her mouth smiles. The other half stays where the stroke left it. You wipe her chin. You tuck the towel. Your hands know it all in the dark by now. Before school, you turn her toward the window so the day can reach her. The doctor said sores come if she lies too still. She used to be the one who turned the pages. Before the clot, every night, the same book. A small blue book about a dog who gets lost and walks home in the rain. Her finger moved under every word so your eyes would follow. You followed her finger more than the letters. When she got sick, the finger stopped, and the words stopped making sense without it. At school, they think a boy either can read or is too dumb to. No one asks what happened to the finger that used to help. You leave her with the radio on low and the door open, so she can hear the hallway and not feel alone. You run the 7 blocks to school. You are almost never late. Late means a note, and a note means questions you cannot answer. In class, the letters swim, because you are tired in a way 9-year-olds are not supposed to be. You put your head down for 1 second, and the teacher's voice cuts through. Are we boring you? The room laughs again. You sit up fast, and your face goes hot. You are good at making your face show nothing. The teacher's name is Miss Okafor. She is not cruel. She just has 30 kids and a list of who is behind. Your name is near the bottom of her list, with a small red mark beside it that means concern. She sends a letter home in your backpack. You read the only part you can, the numbers, a date, a time. You know your mother cannot come. You know there is no one to send. So you fold the letter small and say nothing. The day of the meeting, the chair across from Miss Okafor stays empty. She watches the door until the hallway goes quiet. She writes, "Parent did not attend," and underlines it. To her, it fits the story she already believes about you. At home that night, you do not think about the empty chair. You have a fever to watch, not yours, hers. Her skin is too warm. You read the thermometer the way you read everything that matters, by the number, 101.4. You call the nurse line and say the number out loud, clear and correct, and the woman says you sound very grown up. You sponge her down until the number comes back to normal. By then it is past midnight. Your homework is still in your bag, untouched. You take it out, look at the swimming words, and fall asleep on top of it. In the morning, the worksheet has a crease across it from your cheek. You hand it in blank. Miss Okafor's mouth goes thin. You didn't even try, she says. And because trying would mean explaining, you let her be right. The other kids have invented a game. They hold a book in front of you and ask you to read the easy words, just to watch. Cat, they say. Come on. CAT. You know that one. But your throat closes and the room is already laughing, so what's the point? You learn to carry the laughter the way you carry the grocery bags up 4 flights, by not setting it down until you're alone. Alone is the apartment. Alone is good. Alone is where you are not stupid. You are the one keeping a person alive. She can say 3 words clearly now. Hi. Good. And your name. She says your name like it's the whole sentence. On Thursdays, you take her bus pass to the pharmacy to refill the bottles. You go alone. She cannot. The pharmacist knows the dose better than you, but he always asks you to confirm it. You read every number off the bottle, exact. What you cannot do is read the long warning on the side. So you've memorized which shapes mean "do not crush" and which mean "with food." And this is the Thursday Miss Okafor is 3 people back in the same line, picking up something for her own mother. She almost doesn't recognize you out of the classroom. Then she hears your voice, steady, reading the dosage back to the pharmacist. 1 tablet by mouth twice daily. Do not crush the white one. The white one is hers. The orange is for the swelling. Miss Okafor stands very still. The boy who didn't even try is reading a medicine label out loud, correctly, to a grown adult. She does not say hello. She steps out of the line and waits by the door, and when you leave with the white paper bag, she follows you. She follows you 7 blocks, past the school, up to an old brick building she had only ever seen as an address on a form. She watches you balance the bag, dig out a key, and hold the heavy front door with your foot like you've done it 1,000 times. She climbs the 4 flights behind you, quiet, and stops when she hears you call out before you're even through your own door. "I'm home," you say into the apartment, and a voice that is half a voice answers back your name. When Miss Okafor reaches the doorway, she sees it all at once. The bed in the front room, the bottles, the towel, the boy already washing his hands to start. She sees a 9-year-old crush a pill between 2 spoons without being told, and feed it to a woman who cannot lift her own arm. She does not say anything stupid like, "Why didn't you tell me?" She just stands in the doorway with her hand over her mouth. When you finally notice her there, your careful blank face comes up out of habit, braced for the meeting you missed. But she is not looking at you the way the classroom looks at you. She crouches to your height and says, "Your mother is lucky to have you." No one has said anything like that in 2 years. You don't cry. Crying takes a kind of time you don't have. From the bed, the mother says one of her 3 clear words. Good. She is looking at you. She means you. Miss Okafor stays an hour. She learns the bottles. She writes the nurse line on her own hand, not yours. She does not fix your life. No aunt appears. No money falls from the ceiling. Those things stay the same. But on Monday, she moves your desk to the front, by the window, and she stops calling on you cold in front of the room. After the last bell, when the others are gone, she pulls a chair beside yours and opens a book to the first page. She puts her finger under the first word. "Just follow my finger," she says. You don't have to say it fast. Something in your chest you had folded up very small begins, slowly, to open, finger by finger, like her dried shut hand in the mornings. You are not stupid. You never were. You just needed a finger under the words, and there had been no one left to hold one. Every afternoon for a month, the finger and the words. Slowly the letters stop swimming and start standing still. You don't tell her why you are learning so fast. You don't tell her there is somewhere you are desperate to use it. Because at home, on the shelf, the small blue book about the lost dog has been waiting 2 years for someone to open it again. Your mother is getting smaller. The doctor uses careful words, but you read the number on the chart, her weight, going down each visit. You start reading to yourself at night, mouthing the blue book by lamplight, until you can get through it without the letters fighting you. It takes you 11 nights. On the 12th, you can read the whole thing, slow, but every word in the right place. You wait for a good evening, when her eyes are clear and she is propped up and the radio is off. You open the blue book. You put your finger under the first word, your finger now, where hers used to be, and you begin. You read her the story of the dog who gets lost and walks home in the rain. You stumble twice. You do not stop. Halfway through, her good hand finds your knee. She cannot clap. This is how she claps now. You finish the last page. The dog is home. The rain has stopped, and you close the book and look up at her. Half her mouth is smiling. Her eyes are wet on both sides, the part of her the stroke never touched. She says your name. Then good. Then, very slow and broken, a word she has not managed in 2 years. More. So you open the book again. You read it twice that night. The clock passes midnight, and you do not care. She dies in the spring, in the morning, while you are turning her toward the window the way you do every day. There is no sound. The day reaches her face, like always. It just doesn't wake her this time. You do the numbers one last time. You call the right line. You read out the address, clear and correct, the way she taught you to be useful. At the funeral, the kids from class are not there. They never knew her. To them, you are still just the kid who couldn't read. Miss Okafor stands beside you and holds the small blue book, because your hands are shaking and she knows what it is. That night you sit alone in the front room, the lamp on, the bottles gone from the windowsill, The bed too quiet. You open the blue book. You put your finger under the first word, your finger where hers used to be, and in the empty room, you read to her anyway.